there, everybody. It's Mike DeLisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Perseverance Castaway Chronicles Episodes 1 and 2 from Mindclash Games and a group of designers right up along here. A couple of things I'm going to point out just here at the beginning of this unboxing is that the purpose of this unboxing is just to give you a general idea of what's inside the box. This is a massive product, as you can maybe tell. I even am struggling to get it framed on this particular camera. And so keep in mind, I'm not going to go into exhaustive detail. The other thing is that this is a Kickstarter fulfillment. This particular version, it says right here, has washed miniatures. There are some versions of the game that don't have miniatures at all. There are other versions of the game that have miniatures that are unwashed. Just know that this is the version with washed miniatures, and it says Deluxe Edition. This all-in Deluxe Edition of Perseverance Castaway Chronicles includes 2 games that can be played standalone or consecutively in a replayable campaign with the Chronicle expansion, both multiplayer and solo, with a dedicated solo variant. This edition comes in a box that contains every miniature and unique component available, including this limited edition neoprene dice tray. So it kind of shows you the different aspects of the game here. These are what kind of differentiate it. Some painted mini here, metal tracker tokens, squishy glowberry resources, that dice tray, and a journal of art and storybook, all right? And a modular tray system as well. So we're just going to open this up and go through it. And again, I'm not going into a lot of detail on this because that's not the purpose of our unboxings here at the Dice Tower. We just want to give you an idea of what's inside the box. This is one of the boxes that you may have seen before where it kind of is a non-standard in that it only goes halfway down, but that is understandable. Here's the dice tray. You can kind of see has art all along it, and it looks like it's reversible, so you can do it either way. Just kind of do it like this. You can kind of see how this works. Maybe. I was doing so well. There it is. All right. Well, there we go. Our dice tray. All right. Let's take a look at the meat of what's going on in here. We've got our art book, and some cardboard components, it looks like. All right. Here we go. So, not going to spend a lot of time on this because, again, this is probably something that is specific to the Deluxe Edition, but you can see a nice art book there. Some player boards. This looks to be a solo. The Dissenters. This is a solo component. Dino Attack combat rewards. Double-sided outpost offer. Assembly scoring. Double-sided for player count, 3 and 4. 2 players there. Some standees, cardboard standees, and a tracker here. You can kind of see these are going to slot into there, and they'll be connected. Here we've got our manual to put this all together, all right? The tray manual. It says before you start, remove every tray and printed component from the box. They show you how to kind of set this thing up. So this is going to be a process to get all of this placed and organized correctly, but they do show you in pretty exhaustive detail what goes where, which I think is essential for a product like this that is going to have so much content, so much involved. You really need to have some kind of guide there, and it looks like they did that well. All right, so this is the Chronicle expansion rulebook. It says to play that after episodes 1 and 2. Here is episode 1 rulebook. It says to start here. This is the episode 2 rulebook, which you play after episode 1. And then finally, you've got the solo rulebook. All right. So I'm just going to flip through this a little bit, and then we'll just very quickly thumb through the other ones, but we're not going to spend a lot of time. So they have components that are unique to episode 1. The components that are used in all episodes are here and here. The core components. All right. The game overview, all right, talks about how the board is set up into 4 adjacent zones, the defense areas, the community areas, the main play area setup. You can see there's a whole lot going on here. All right, the player setup, the Dino Attack combat reward setup before starting play. Turn structure. Your turn consists of the following steps: resolve a primary action, resolve a secondary action, resolve a patrol card stage, and then end of turn checks where you're checking for a dino attack. And then they go into more detail about your primary actions. All right, in the different zones. Settlement bonuses, the defense areas. Here are your secondary actions. The dino attack phase. And then the assembly. And then ending the game along with final scoring. The player with the most followers wins the game. Optional rule set, a deterministic version, if that's the style that your play group would go for more. Some appendices. All right, with an icon glossary in the back, which also seems like it would be very important. All right, so again, just going to flip through another whole rule book for the second game. Another whole rule book for the Chronicle expansion. All right. Another whole rule book for solo with the Dissenters. All right. Here we go. Here we've got some player trays with some other components within. You can see some settlements here and some walls. More trays, some bases for the minis here. Obviously, these are going to get reallocated once you kind of go through the illustrated guide. More bases, but we also have some squishy berries. Very, very, oh yes, so squishy. Very, very satisfying. I don't know why, but I'm not going to question it too much. We've got some more in the player colors of settlements and walls, and you can see they've got, looks to me like a bit of a wash on those. I don't know if that's coming through on camera. All right. Whole bunch of minis here. So I'm going to show off a couple of these. All right, so you can kind of get a sense for the detail and quality of those minis. Here's another one. That's a dangerous thing, a dangerous game I'm playing there. Oh, this is taped. There we go. There's another one. All right. We've got some player minis as well. I'm just going to show off one of these. Yeah, I could spend a lot of time on all of the minis, but for the purposes of time, I'm just going to give you some representations. But you can't see, you can, these are unique sculpts. So maybe I'll show off one more here. All right, you can see that. Okay. All right, that's one more layer down. But wait, there's more. You didn't think we were done yet, did you? We got a whole lot here. Dual layer player boards. All right. We've got more miniatures. Just going to show those off in the box. We've got plastic cubes. All right. Again, I'm going to reiterate, I'm not going to go show these in exhaustive detail. We've got more minis here. All right. We've got some standee bases. If you're playing with the standees, we've got this painted pyramid. That's kind of cool. Show that off. Ooh, painted pyramid. I like that. Just going to put that right back in there. All right. We're just going down through the stack here. All right, we've got some turn order cards. All right, these are big cards. Final scoring, Dino Attack and Breach. These are player aid cards for all the players that are all double-sided. We've got what looks like some sheets, double-sided sheets. All right. We've got some huge, chunky dice. Very happy with those. Those are very, very satisfying. Large custom dice. We've got an errata pack, so there's 2 cards that need to be replaced, but they've got that right there with them. We've got a whole lot of cards here, so I'm just going to very briefly kind of go through these. Because again, there's a lot of stuff in this box. All right, so you can see a fair amount on these cards. Assuming at least some of these are going to be solo cards. All right. Just kind of showing off. You can get an idea of what the iconography is, things along those lines. But boy, yeah, there's a lot of cards. Another big deck of cards, another small mini deck of cards. I feel like I should show at least a couple of those so you, again, can see just a representation of all of these. All right. These seem to be pretty simple, just a couple of icons. Oops. All right. More cards. So many cards. So much everything. This is not a small game. All right, let's take a look at some of these. These have some nice big, these are patrol cards. These have some larger art pieces on them. That doesn't look good. All right. All right, I think we've got a pretty good idea on what those cards are looking like. We also have some metal tokens here. Show you there's a whole bunch of metal tokens. Let me just get out some here to show off. These are nice metal tokens / coins. I don't know exactly what their game purpose is as of yet, but that's okay. Got some more here. All right. We've got some more standard size custom D6s. Can show off here. See a whole bunch of dice. I'm not going to take them out at the moment. Just kind of keep things somewhat in order. Then we've got another tray of minis. So many minis. Okay, we can see some more examples of these. That's a better view of it. All right. There we go. And then a whole bunch of cardboard here. Oh my gosh, this just keeps going. My goodness. These I'm just going to show off the sheets. Wow, this is a lot of stuff. All right, you can just kind of see the sheets here. Many of these are replaced by other things, like if you've got the minis, you obviously don't need to use the standees. You've got that option if you want to include them. All right. Got the larger sheets here. Lots of stuff. And I'll show you just for the thickness and the quality. Those are nice and thick. No issues that I can find there. More and more and more and more stuff. All right, wow. Oops. Phoenix almost popped out there. Okay, whoo. Here's the actual boards, I believe. All right. Dual layer boards here. Those are dual layered, those are dual layered. I don't know if that's picking up on camera. These are big, big, big player boards. All right. And then oh my goodness, so much. Double-sided game boards. All right. There's one side. Try to keep this from all toppling over. There is the other side. All right. Another large double-sided board. You can kind of see what's happening there. And then on the reverse side. All right, again, I'm just showing you glimpses of this because this is just so much stuff, and I have somehow kept this all from toppling over, but I don't know how much longer my luck is going to last. So at this point, I'm going to call that an end to Perseverance Castaway Chronicles, episodes 1 and 2. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.